A while ago I did a video on Spirit Airlines, and everybody told me in the comments that they'd rather take a Greyhound bus across the country than fly on Spirit Airlines. So I didn't think Spirit were that bad, so I've decided to have a bit of a ride on Greyhound buses. I mean, if they're better than Spirit, then it can't be that bad, can it? I'm going to be taking today the longest route that Greyhound do, from here in Los Angeles on the west coast of America, right the way across the country, over 3,000 miles to New York City on the east coast of the US. It's going to be about a 4-day trip riding on a bus. I hope they've at least got a bathroom. So this is where my journey here begins, the Greyhound station in Los Angeles. I've got a feeling I'm going to be seeing quite a few of these over the next few days. Let's head inside. I don't know what I was thinking when I booked this.
Okay, good morning people. Okay, your 1358 is gonna take you all the way to New York. I'm coming. All the way to New York, huh?
All the way to New York. All the way.
Which city?
New York.
New York.
Yeah, all the way. Thank you. Way across the country for our 4-day mega trip on board the Greyhound bus. I better start getting comfy, hadn't I, really? Since this is going to be my home for 4 days now. 4 days, wow. Hope I can sleep. But it's not too bad, it's quite comfortable actually at the minute, although we are only like half an hour in. Not sure how that's going to go by the time we get to like late night and I want to sleep and everything, but it's not too bad. It's quite a quiet bus today, as you can see. The seats recline, we've got quite a decent amount of legroom, although I say the seats recline, but every time you sit forward it pops up again. We've got power sockets down here that work, and there's Wi-Fi on the bus as well, which also works.
As we rolled out of LA, things were looking good. Jesus took the wheel, the weather was great, the traffic was moving, and apart from a particularly angry man a couple of rows ahead, well, things were looking pretty good as we rolled into San Bernardino, at least until Jesus had to kick someone off the bus for smoking weed. We were soon back on the road though and heading back out of LA.
I'm actually really looking forward to this journey, I have to be honest. Seeing America from ground level, from coast to coast, is going to be amazing, and that's something that you don't get when you fly over it. Going to be up close and personal, touching the dirt in every single state between here and New York, and I'm looking forward to this. I'm feeling really positive. So I don't know what food is going to be on offer along the way, or at the stops along the way. We're going to stop several times, I know that much. I don't even know if you can actually get on and off the bus at each place, so I've brought a few essential rations with me. So I've got my Cheez-Its, of course, you've got to have Cheez-Its, some Rolos, some high energy trail mix if it gets that desperate, and then of course a few bottles of Gatorade to keep me through. Hopefully this will see me through today until we get to Phoenix tonight.
As we rolled out of the greater Los Angeles area, the Cheez-Its were flowing. All was calm on the bus as we started to cross the desert towards the Arizona border. The scenery wasn't that interesting, granted, but with the other passengers resting and Angry Man now calmed down, it seemed like no time at all before we rolled into the next stop.
Made it first food and rest stop on the trip, Blythe, California. 5 hours in, we've not even left the state of California yet and crossed into Arizona. That's next. We've got another 12 states to do after this one. 5 hours just across one state. I'm going to try and find something to eat very quickly. We've got 20 minutes here on the ground in Blythe, California. Isn't it a pretty sunset? Look at that, look.
One eternity later.
Right, food is gone. I've got to get back to the bus. World's slowest Taco Bell. We've only got 20 minutes here. I don't want him to go without me. Oh, made it. There we go, whoop whoop, the state line crossed. We're now in Arizona. Alright, Phoenix, Arizona. We've had to get off the bus here because this is where they clean the bus and swap drivers. Jesus took the wheel for the first bit of the journey from LA to Phoenix, but he's gone now and Jesus is being replaced at the wheel by somebody else now for the next leg. So we've got about an hour here, I think, in Phoenix, and then we pick up the bus again for the overnight run into New Mexico. I'm starting to get tired now, actually. I've not slept yet. I'm kind of quite achy as well, but I'm hoping that the next leg is just as quiet as that last leg and I might be able to get a little bit of sleep on the bus, but I don't know, who knows. We will find out.
As it turned out, Phoenix bus station at 11 o'clock at night wasn't the nicest place to hang around. With a guy caught stealing from the shop who then kicked off when he was asked to leave, I was strangely looking forward to getting on board my metal cage for the next leg.
Good lord, there's some proper sketch people hanging around here. Jesus. I had one guy just tried stealing from the shop, and then when they got security to go over, he started squealing and shouting. I just want to get out of here, man. Should be boarding hopefully very, very soon. I'm trying to keep a very low profile. Tucked away here in the corner because, yeah, it's not the best place to be here at 11 o'clock at night, Phoenix bus station. I think we're boarding soon, so fingers crossed. Right, back on board. That was pretty sketchy there. Glad to be back on the bus. We'll be getting going soon for the overnight run now to Albuquerque. I'm hoping I'll get some sleep.
As we pulled out of Phoenix bus station, I tried to get comfy and at least try to get a little bit of sleep on the overnight part. It turns out sleeping on a bus that stops every hour or so is pretty much impossible. After a long, restless, painful night on the bus, we reached New Mexico where the sun finally started to rise. The scenery and the beautiful sunrise made everything look perfect. Well, almost everything.
Bus driver, you got a man back there won't put their mask on. He need to get away from me. His mask ain't on. He keep putting it down. You don't see out. Do something.
With the two men at the back hurling racist insults at one another and threatening to knock each other out, we arrived into Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Well, good morning from Albuquerque, New Mexico. We almost made it to Albuquerque without a fight breaking out on the bus, but never mind. I didn't really get much sleep overnight. Slept about an hour at a time in between all the stops. The trouble is, every time the bus stops, all the lights come on and they announce where you are and everything like that. So, I got probably 4 or 5 hours sleep. Off the bus here in Albuquerque while they do a bit of a service change on the bus, refill it with fuel and clean it and everything, and then we can get back on and with another new driver for the next leg. So let's head inside, get something to eat, and day 2 starts here. Alright, so heading out of Albuquerque now with another new driver who's taking us all the way to Oklahoma City, which is sort of 3 states away from here. Quite a long day driving today. That was interesting. When we got on the bus down in Albuquerque, there were undercover cops on the bus who were going around searching everyone's bags and asking us where we were going and stuff. And then we've got a new driver who's basically said if anybody kicks off on the bus, then he's kicking them off and he's not accepting it wherever we are. He's just going to stop the bus, pull over, and they can get off. So this one seems a bit more of a no-nonsense type. So we shall see what happens as we meander our way out again into the New Mexico desert. First stop today is about 2.5 hours away. So a long old run today.
If you enjoy my videos, I'd really appreciate it if you could hit that subscribe button. I release a new video every single week, so hitting subscribe will make sure that you never miss a single one. Also, if you enjoy this channel, check out my pilot vlogs channel as well, showing my private pilot adventures all around the world. The link's on the screen now.
First stop of the day, Tucumcari, New Mexico, middle of nowhere. We've literally seen nothing but desert for about 2.5 hours, and then we've pulled into this tiny little town which has the Holy Grail, the Mecca itself. Ooh. Of a Macca's. Let's go and grab a Macca's. Alright, got me a Macca's. There's the bus over there. I can't believe this bus is taking me all the way from LA to New York. It's incredible, isn't it? It's entire width of North America on this single bus. Pretty cool, isn't it? Or not, maybe, depending on whether you're actually having to experience it or not. But never mind, it's good fun, if nothing else. So yeah, here in wherever we are, New Mexico, McDonald's, that's all that matters. Let's go back on the bus, get some food, and move on to the next stop. I think the next stop is Oklahoma City. Oh no, it's not, it's Amarillo. Oh, I don't know, it's somewhere in between here and Oklahoma anyway. Let's go.
After a short break in middle of nowhere New Mexico, and with the smell of stale Macca's adding to the already interesting collection of aromas on the bus, it was time to get back on the way to Amarillo.
We just crossed into Texas, which, to be honest, by the way, looks pretty much the same as New Mexico that we've had for the last 6 hours. But yeah, Texas now. State number 4.
We were cracking through the states now. State number 4, and almost halfway across the country, I was starting to settle into the whole Greyhound thing. We hadn't had a fight on the bus in several hours, it had been a full day since somebody got thrown off, and Texas was outside the window. What else was there to go wrong? As it turned out, quite a lot actually.
Right, well we got to Amarillo and they've just told us all that the bus isn't going to be going any further today, so no idea what's going on. I'll try and find out in a minute. This could be a premature end, couldn't it? I'm due to go to New York. Do I need to get my bag off here then?
Yeah, you do, because this is where I stop.
Yeah, you're stopping here.
Yeah,
the bus isn't going past there. Yeah.
So
Okay.
that's why.
So I need to grab my bag off now then, yeah? Alright, okay, thank you. So absolutely no idea what's going on. It's just confusion and chaos all over. Effectively, they've just turned everybody off the bus here at Amarillo, including our bags, because they've said that the bus isn't going to go any further. So I'm not really sure at the minute what I'm going to do and what Greyhound are going to do for us, but we'll figure it out, I suppose, in a minute.
I advise y'all to get in line with y'all tickets out. Hop in line with your tickets out. Over there. Start on that side.
Section and no kids. Okay. Thank you. I'll let you know something soon.
Okay, no worries. Presume we're not going to get there on time then or anything.
Y'all are going to be stuck here for about a day or two.
Really? Okay. So I might end up
Just because of they're shutting the roads down tomorrow, so
are they? Okay, right.
we're trying to get ahead of it today.
Okay, right. Okay, no problem.
So I'll get rooms booked and stuff, and then I'll give you guys.
Yeah, no problem. I may end up getting a flight instead, but that's all. But I'll let you know. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Alright, so checking the weather and everything, it looks like the reason they've cancelled is because the weather's moving in overnight between here and Oklahoma basically, which means the roads are all going to be shut. And that therefore means if I get stuck here tonight, she said there's going to be at least a day, possibly two. Well, I've got like 24 hours in NYC at the other end, and I can't really miss that flight because it's my flight back to the UK. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Right, there is a flight leaving in 2 hours from Amarillo to Dallas, and I figured if I can get down to Dallas tonight, then hopefully I can get further on tomorrow to New York somehow. So I've just managed to get a BA award redemption for like 7,000 points and £4 from Amarillo down to Dallas. So now I'm going to try and figure out where this airport is at Amarillo and get in an Uber or something, and if they've got them here, and figure out how we get down to Dallas to hopefully make it into New York. That's alright, don't worry. Oh yeah, so I've managed to get a flight down to Dallas. Hopefully I can move on from there somehow. And Noel, just figured if I can get to Dallas, then at least I can fly on to New York tomorrow or something. If the weather's going to be coming in here tonight, I don't really want to be stuck in here. So. How far is it to the airport from here?
It's about 30 minutes.
30 minutes, okay, I better get an Uber or something. You have Uber presumably here?
Yeah, you do Uber now, they'll be here.
Yeah, instant. Alright, lovely. Thank you so much, and good luck sorting it all out anyway. So, alright, thank you, have a good day. Oh dear. Right, well, there we go. I was hoping for a really nice little trip around, or a nice little stay here in Amarillo and then a move up to Oklahoma, but it doesn't sound like anybody's going anywhere past Amarillo today. So just waiting now for the Uber to come and take me over to the airport, and then hopefully we can get on this flight down to Dallas. Oh. Hello. Well? Yes, how are you? Oh. Thank you very much. Yeah. Perfect. Thank you so much. Well, hope you, yeah, and you too. Hope you enjoy the weather and enjoy playing with your snowblower. Try not to scratch your car up. There we go. Awesome. Thank you very much, sir. Have a good day. Thank you. Bye-bye. Right, made it to Amarillo Airport. Let's go and see if we can find the way out of Amarillo. Oh, what an adventure. Right, through security here at Amarillo Airport. Oh, nice little airport this is. So I wasn't expecting to be here. Well, this is the last place that I wanted to be right now in an airport departure lounge. Strangely enough, I'm absolutely gutted, I'll be honest, that it got cancelled. I really wanted to do it. It wasn't going to be fun by any stretch of the imagination to do that bus from LA all the way across the country to New York. And it wasn't going to be fun, it wasn't going to be comfortable, but I wanted to prove that I could do it, and I've not, and I just feel awful. But just see what we can do to try and rescue the rest of the trip, and maybe come back and try and do the bus again properly another time. I don't know.
I don't think I've ever felt quite this deflated at the prospect of getting on a plane. This was the one flight I'd hoped not to be on. Still, at least I had a seat out of Amarillo before the weather hit. Or, as it turned out when I got to it, perhaps not.
I nearly didn't make it on board. As you saw, my seat was kind of unusable, so I just had to stand out in the jet bridge and wait for them to finish boarding and find me a spare seat. Thankfully, they found one, so relax. Fingers crossed we get to Dallas now. I've had enough now. When will this day end? So we've landed and we've pulled onto the stand, but nobody can get off because the jet bridge is broken, so they're waiting for maintenance to come and fix it. So now we're stuck on the plane. Yay! Right, 20 minutes now since we pulled onto stand and we've still not got it fixed. I mean, it's not like we're on a plane that hasn't got steps built into the door or anything. I don't know why they can't just let us down them and up the stairs into the jet bridge like they would anywhere else, but anyway. Just want bed. I just want to go to bed. Been up for 2 days now, I just need sleep.
Eventually, they fixed the air bridge and I headed across to the airport hotel to try and get some rest.
Right, made it. Oh, a bed! An actual, an actual bed. Oh my goodness, that feels good. Oh, I don't want to get up now. I'm going to have to because I need to go get some food. Right, we're in the room, yeah, we're in the room here at the Fort Worth Airport Marriott now, so I'm going to get some sleep. There's a couple of flights in the morning that I think might still have seats on them. I've just checked tonight and there's seats on them, so I'm going to figure out which one I'm going to take, and then tomorrow morning we'll head up to New York to actually finish the video that we set off to start. So yeah, let's get a bit of rest, and then in the morning let's figure out how we can get up to New York, and I hope this weather doesn't close in overnight. But for now, let's go and get something to eat, and I'll see you in a minute.
The next morning, the news was grim. Oklahoma and Missouri had a huge dumping of snow overnight. All the interstates were closed, and the bad news was it was now heading south towards Dallas.
Good morning from Dallas, Fort Worth. And actually, I got some sleep last night. I still feel absolutely rubbish. I'm absolutely beaten up and battered and sore all over from yesterday and the day before's bus journeys. I can't remember even how long I was on that thing. But anyway, the winter storm has hit. Where we were going to be very hard. They've had like 2 foot of snow in some places all the way up through Missouri, which is the route we were going to take. So it's kind of a good job we didn't end up getting the bus, because the roads up that way are all closed and they're under feet of snow. It really isn't a good situation. So it was good to get out of it. The bad news is that that weather is heading this way now, down towards Dallas. So, and they reckon that by this afternoon, then we're going to be getting it down here as well. Which means now I'm kind of in a race against time. I've got to get out of here onwards to New York as quickly as I can, really. So what I'm going to do in a minute is start and head over to the airport and have a look at what flights are going, and hopefully get on board one out of here up to New York, to where we're supposed to be. Let's go. I made it back to Dallas Fort Worth. I've managed to get myself on the Delta flight that leaves from here shortly. There is a few flights normally, but the one I'm on is the last one. From this afternoon onwards, they're all cancelled because of the weather, so hopefully we can get out just in time. So let's head through and take a Delta flight up to New York. DFW airport is crazy busy today. Everyone's trying to get out of here before that storm hits. So yeah, good job I got a seat, really, I think. Right, so the plane is here. Where is it? There it is. Airbus A220 or C series up to LaGuardia, New York, and it's on time, which is good. So hopefully we should get out of here on time. And they've also just had a thing through on my phone, so they just upgraded me as well. So that's quite nice to know. So just looking forward to getting there now.
Thank you.
Hi, good morning. Afternoon, whatever it is.
How are you?
Thank you very much. I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Good.
Hello.
Hello, my name is Patrick Gribbon. It's my pleasure to be the captain on today's flight. On behalf of First Officer Danny Young, we'd like to add our welcome aboard Delta 544 service to LaGuardia Airport.
So then on board the last leg of this journey across to New York, and certainly not in the manner I'd intended. Somehow, despite the pain, the discomfort and the sheer brutality that the Greyhound trip across the country gives, I'd still much rather be 40,000 feet down there, seeing America from ground level, seeing all the people that ride on the Greyhound and all the little towns that make up this amazing country between the west coast and the east. And instead, well, we're in the middle of a winter storm here at 40,000 feet, cruising across the last bit of the journey. At the moment I'm feeling quite disheartened. I really did want to get that trip finished, but at the end of the day, I'm leaving this trip now, and I'm finishing this trip with a newfound excitement to try this, and I'm determination that I am actually going to do this, and I am going to prove that I can cross the entire continental America on a Greyhound bus. That is now, it's just something I need to do. So this isn't the end of this story in the slightest, and we are going to do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's our pleasure to welcome you to New York's LaGuardia Airport.
Made it. New York. Yay. Finally. Every time I've ever flown through LaGuardia, it's like a building site every single time, and it's never changed. What are they actually doing here? They're literally rebuilding the whole thing and then just knocking it and starting it again each time. I don't know. Crazy.
As always, a massive thank you to my patrons for helping to make these videos possible. You can join them at the link on the screen now for access to my WhatsApp group, weekly live Zoom calls with me, and much, much more.
Finally made it to New York. Stupid Greyhound got cancelled. I flew in on Delta. New York, New York, New York, New York. Made it, albeit not entirely in the way that I had hoped to. Thank you, Greyhound, for that. But I'm here, and if I'm safe, and at the end of the day, I'm here a little bit early as well, because I should have been in tomorrow morning and actually got in tonight, because even with all the cancellations, it's still quicker, it turns out, shockingly, to take a flight than it does to take the Greyhound across the country. But I'm here, Times Square in New York, the final destination. So the question is taking a Greyhound bus any better than riding Spirit? Well, I suppose when I flew Spirit, I arrived on time, and I actually arrived and in relative comfort as well, and that's kind of three things that I didn't get on Greyhound. But one thing that I did get on Greyhound was an incredible experience, seeing at least half of the country from ground level. So I definitely want to come and try that again. But let me know what you thought to Greyhound buses down in the comments, and also I want to hear your Greyhound stories. I've heard so many, and everybody seems to have a story about riding on the dog across the country. So let me know your best Greyhound stories down in the comments below. In the meantime, I'm off to go and get a drink, get something to eat and some sleep, I think. Thanks so much for watching, take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.